Okay, happy new decade. So this is my new jam, okay? We're gonna talk about vibration and energy today. And this is a little combo that I made myself. It's not very attractive, this little bottle, but I will show you what's in it. Magnify your purpose, abundance, and highest potential, okay? Happy new decade. I am so excited. Little late to the game. I waited for kids went back to school last week at the end of the week, but I needed a little time just to kind of reboot. I've been doing lots of planning and lots of intention setting for 2020, new year. The year of transformations, 2020, new decade. So I wanted to come on here because for the first time in my life, I'm actually really 100% thinking about where I'm going to be in 10 years. So a decade ago, I had a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just, oh, it's 2010. Let's keep on rolling, okay? I was 34 years old. I had accomplished everything I wanted to have. I had my 3 kids. I was doing what I love to do. I was volunteering. And I was very content with where I was. And so fast forward 10 years, amazing. Now I have almost a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and I'm entering a new decade. And I'm realizing that in this new decade, at the end of this, I will be 54 years old, and all of my kids will be gone. Okay, so that is a very big kind of like mind shift for me to really think about, because it just, that's a big, I'll be in a very different spot than I was 10 years before and 10 years prior. And I am super excited to enter this period of my life. This is my time to really grow myself, to have the financial, abundance that I want to create for myself and for the company I've created and for this team, and from my wellness perspective, incorporating all sorts of modalities from yoga to using essential oils, because we know we need them and they increase our vibration, to acupuncture, to meditation, to gratitude journals, to sitting with oneself, really becoming the person that I was born to be and resonating with that. And that's super exciting. I've seen little glimpses, and obviously we're always growing, and I love the fact that we're in a constant state of transformation. But I'm really thinking 2020 like a such a ring. I think it's like the year of transformation. So, okay. Where will you be in 10 years? Okay. And I want you to think about that from perspective of like not where you will just assume you're going to be, okay? Like, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? What do you want to have in your life? Do you want to have $5 million in the bank? Do you want to live on an island? Do you want to be married? Do you want to be divorced? Do you want to have more kids? Are you still having babies? Are you organizing retreats? Are you doing yoga every day? What does your life look like for you? Who are you? I really encourage all of you guys to spend some time really thinking about this, and a couple ways to actually really kind of put things down into thought. And this has been a long process for me, as many of you guys know who followed my journey. I have been through a lot of personal development, a lot of personal growth, and a lot of things from my past I've had to let go and embrace and love and realize that they have made me the person I am today. And that's so important. But I am still evolving, and I'm walking into my space and who I am, and there's nothing more empowering, okay? I do not fear, I love what I do. I love sharing how to help people feel healthy, whether it be by switching out different foods from their life, incorporating exercise, detoxifying their house. People, detoxify your house, please. There is a great podcast that I'm gonna give a big throw out. It was actually done last summer, but it's called Heal Thyself. I specifically had just listened to episode 16, but there's lots of episodes, and they'll heal yourself. The number one thing is toxicity in your homes It is everywhere. It is rampant. Fragrance is a big conversation. Really just, it doesn't have to, it's not just coming from me, it's everywhere. Google it. It is there, okay? We know that there are certain things that are making us sick. We know that when we don't eat well, we're getting sick. And if it's something that's becoming new to you and you've heard it 10,000 times, but maybe you just don't feel good or you want to try something else, then reach out. I would love to sit down and create a wellness plan and create this entire organization of support system around you that helps you to do that. So I am here in any capacity. I've been through all sorts of things. As many of you guys know, I was very, very sickly and have been able to really cure myself. Okay, cure is not the right word. I've really been able to support my own body so my body can take care of itself and it can fight off what it needs. Yes, I do believe in medical intervention when it is absolutely necessary, and I'm always the first person to say I take a medication every day for my asthma to help management. Would I love to go off of it? Absolutely. Have I tried? Yes, I have. I did talk to my pulmonologist, and I'm going to attempt to do the same thing in the summer, but in the wintertime, it's not an appropriate time, and quite frankly, I don't want to get sick. So being on a low dosage of medication for me, for my asthma, is something that I'm okay with, but that's the only thing I'm on. Your body has this amazing ability to take care of itself. It just needs the toxic dump that we put in and on it to get out, okay? There's a lot of information out there. I talk strictly from my personal experience, people I know's personal experience, the information I've gathered over the last 25 years from reading and delving into different things and relying on other experts that I trust and referring people to other spaces. So really, really, I encourage you to take this opportunity to detoxify your life, okay? And of course, you need to slap about 10,000 essential oils on your body every day. Good quality ones, I'm telling you, changes your vibration. And on that, I want to talk about how do you change your vibration? So a lot of us will sit and will let life dictate where we are, okay? So people will sometimes say like, oh, well, that just happens to them. Guess what? Nothing ever just happens to anybody. You put that out to the universe. The universe is a very, very, very interesting space. It wants intention, okay? So when you say, I want to be the first female Olympian of such and such, or I want to win this race. Okay, this is how athletes go through this, and there's like athletic therapists that work with them. They have run that race. They have become that person over and over and over again, so that by the time they actually run the race or do whatever they're doing, they've already accomplished it. Okay, we know that that is actually data behind it, and that there's a lot of psychology goes into it. Same thing with you. I want to be retired and sitting on the beach with my toes in the sand. That is legit my plan, okay? That is where I'm going to be. I'm going to step out my back door and put my toes into the sand. So that to me is who I am, and I'm speaking about that. I'm very intentional about it. You can even be more intentional. I want to walk out of my 2-bedroom condo that faces this shore where the beach is, and it's a white sand beach, and it's in the Cayman Islands at the end of 7 Mile Beach, okay? That could be even more specific. The more specific you give the universe, the better it is. When you start saying, I want to be happy, that is a very generalized topic, okay? Yeah, we all want to be happy, but what does that mean for you? How do you do happy? And sometimes you have to do a lot of personal growth and development. So one of the best ways to help actually do that is to do like a little gratitude journal and some journaling, okay? So my family, I bought them all little tiny ones of these. There's obviously 365 days in the year. So what we are doing is every day, everybody has to write down 10 things they're thankful for the year, and you can never repeat. And part of the reason why we do this, okay, is that, think about it, if you really start thinking about what you're grateful for, you spend less time thinking about the negative, and your brain starts to think, you start to think in a more global way. And I'm talking for like the snow that's falling from the sky right now, to the fact that I have a computer or I have clean water. There are so many things to be thankful for, but we harp on the 1%. It's kind of like I always talk about with kindness. We spend so much time worrying about the differences between everybody when we're all about 99% alike and all going through the same stuff, okay? And the last thing is just a general journal, okay? Just writing down with yourself in first person where you are, who you are, what you want. And I want you to write down in this journal the things that terrify you, the things you think you could never do, and the things that, like, if you told someone, they'd laugh in your face. You need to step into the space of who you are, and sometimes people are gonna think that's crazy, but guess what? That's their problem, it's not yours. So when you actually start to put it down to paper and put it out into the universe and be very intentional. You get to live the life that you want, not the life that other people are dictating for you to have around you. And when you do that, you are truly in a space of feeling peace. I was talking to a woman about this the other day. So I really encourage you guys all to take those steps. Myself and my team are always here for you, and I want to wish you a happy, happy, happy new year, amazing new decade, and let's go get it. We're all on fire. Okay, bye.